the Wall with Waller Adventures, and we have some awesome luggage to review. So stick around, check it out. So I was reached out by BAGSMART to do a review on a couple of their products. So let's take a closer look. So first off, we have the Getaway 20-inch Glide Tech Wheels expandable carry-on luggage. Then we have the PAZ 23-liter Featherlight tote bag. So first we're going to talk about the rolling luggage. Just from its first appearance right out of the box, it is small and compact. As you can see the side of it on how thin it is. But it does expand, and it's got a handle on it that comes out nice and smooth. I really like that. It also has a hard outer shell. As you can see, it's hard plastic, which is really, really nice. And on the bottom, it's got wheels that swivel really nicely, and it rolls really nicely. It rolls on the carpet really great, and obviously on like the hardwood floor and tile and things like that. But yeah, but so far from looking on the outside of it, it looks pretty neat, and I'm excited for it. So the other thing that's cool about this luggage is it has a lock for the zippers. So you can put the zipper here, and it will lock in, and you can't get it out until you do your combination and you hit this, and it just come out. That's really neat. This is really handy, especially if you're flying. Recently, my mom came down here with her friend, and she has a luggage that's similar to this. It's not the same brand, but it's similar. And when she got here, she thought something was missing out of her luggage. And I said, "Well, did the airport, did they put a note in your luggage that said, hey, we opened up your luggage and da 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 da?" And she's like, "No, they didn't." But she eventually found what she thought she lost. But this is really neat because it is already, I think, TSA approved. So you can go ahead and lock it up. And that way, the airport people aren't going in there. If your luggage gets lost, no one's going in there. And you don't have to worry about those big, huge, those luggage locks. I have the luggage locks for my camping stuff. I use that to lock up my tent. But you don't have to worry about, a big, huge luggage lock hanging off, getting caught on something. At least with this, it's flat to your luggage. Let me see. Yeah, so it's flat. So nothing's going to get hung. I mean, it's got to be really, your luggage got to be really butted up to something for it to get hung in there. But it's flat. That ain't going to get hooked on anything. All right, so we are getting ready to do a big, huge trip. I'm getting ready to drive with Jen and Susie. We're getting ready to go to North Carolina, to Morehead City to visit. I also got to go to Kinston, North Carolina to get some other stuff out of the way. And then we are going to Gadsden, Alabama to visit Jen's family, and then we're coming right back to Florida. So we're going to put this up to the test for sure. We're not going to be flying, we're going to be driving, but yeah. So far I think this is going to hold up. I think it is, but the key is, will it hold all of my stuff? So when I go to North Carolina and visit, I normally have multiple bags. multiple bags. I have a big, huge duffel bag. It's huge. And I keep all my clothes in, all my toiletries. Then I have a smaller duffel bag. I normally take that smaller one camping with me, but I normally put my shoes and extra toiletries that I need in it. And it's just a hassle, especially when I go to Kinston, North Carolina to visit my parents. They live downtown and they live on the top floor of their business, and so I'm having to lug all this heavy stuff up to the little apartment. And it's just a hassle. Like, my dad's sitting there struggling. He's like, "Oh, what do you got in this thing?" And I'm like, "There's just nothing but clothes in there." And I've started to leave some stuff in their garage, like my filming stuff, or if I'm I got fishing stuff, I can just stay down here. But or hunting stuff. But yeah, so we're gonna see if this will hold all my stuff. Luckily, it is summertime, and I won't be bringing a lot of like sweatshirts and cold weather friend gear. At least this time I'm packing a lot of shorts and short sleeve shirts. So first off, we're going to open it up and take a look inside before we start packing. All right, let's open up the suitcase and check out the inside. Oh heck yeah! I'm already liking it just from like opening it up. Let's see. Oh wow, okay. Oh, you got goodies in here. You got let's see. Here or there. Oh, it's a little ID card for your luggage. Also it has a little ribbon for it too. Check that out. Oh, that's neat. So you can put the ribbon on your suitcase like that, and it hangs like this. Yeah, that's really cool. So you can, you know, you can identify it at like the airport or something. That's really cool. I do like the inside. It's got straps, so you can put all your you know, lay your clothes in here, then you strap it up. Oh, you can take this on and off as well. That's neat. I do like that. I guess you can put like extra stuff in here if you need it as well. But yeah, look how that's pretty deep. Like it's about, it probably, you know, up to here deep. Yeah, that's really neat. Turn it this way so you can see this side. But this side you've got like like a plastic side. I guess you can put like your toiletries and shampoo in there. And you have another side where you can put your other stuff in there, like maybe, you know, medications or charging things and things like that. We've also got another side to put stuff in, and it zips. I do like that. How it zips up like that so nothing flies around. That's neat. I do like that. I would put like my shoes or, you know, something on this side, so that way they're not flying around and getting on your clothes. I do know they sell like the collapsible bags on the website. I did not get those, but I do have some in North Carolina that I'm actually going to grab when we go up there and test that out with this as well. But the next test is to see if it will hold everything. Right, I have everything that I'm bringing with me on this trip. Normally I would be putting all of this in my big, huge duffel bag. After I get it packed up, I'll show you what my duffel bag looks like. So that way you can kind of compare and contrast on like how much this can hold and how much I put in that. But also I would put my shoes and I would probably put those shoes in the duffel and this in the duffel bag as well with my shampoos. But yeah, so I'm going to leave this section right here in the bottom, and I'm going to unzip it, and I'm going to put this little bag in here. This is my dirty clothes bag that I bring with me on every trip. I'm going to stick that at the bottom because once I get there and put my pajamas on after driving all day, that will automatically come out. So that can stay there. I'm going to go ahead and fill this side first. I'm going to put my toiletry bag in here with my shoes. So my toiletry bag I'm going to put at the bottom because it's the biggest. Oh man, that fits nice. But yeah, so this is like my normal toiletry bag that I bring with me. Got my initial on it. I've had this thing forever. And it fits perfectly right there in the bottom. Look at that. That is perfect. So I have my boat shoes that I take fishing with me. Let's see if they will fit in there. Oh heck yeah, they fit in there perfectly too. Look at that. Nice. And I got some my flip flops. I wonder if I could just kind of place them in here somewhere. Heck yeah, that's awesome. Look at that. That fit nicely. Look at that. So I'm gonna put my bras in this section. Fit in there. Oh yeah, look at that. That fit in there pretty nice. All my shampoos and body washes. Because that way when it explodes, it will explode in this plasticky thing. All of them should fit in there. These are some small traveling ones. Look at that. Oh, heck yeah, that fits nicely too. Look at that. Alright, so before I go any further, I'm going to go ahead and unzip it to expand it. So when you expand it, oh, it gives you, look how much room it gives you. It gives you a good like maybe 2-3 inches maybe. That's nice. So I have my shorts, I have my fishing shirts, my underwear, and then my bathing suit. Alright. Shorts. Let's see. I'll put my bigger shorts on here at this end. I'll put my fishing shirts next. I'm actually going to put them this way. I have these shirts up and put some here, like so. And this other half, I'm going to kind of spread these out. Alright, it's getting pretty thick in here. Alright, I'm going to kind of spread my underwear out. Let's see if we can actually get this pushed down. Oh, look at that! Heck yeah! Nice. Alright, so you can honestly tell that this suitcase is packed to the brim. That kind of helped push it down too. That this little strap. Here's the final test. Oh man, look at that! Struggling a little bit. Let me get this side. Oh heck yeah! That's awesome. I didn't have to struggle pushing it like things like that. All right, I mean, I'm shocked. This thing hold all of that, all those clothes and everything. But as I go, up to North Carolina, it will get a little less and less and less because I'll eventually put dirty clothes in my other bag. But like I said, I'm gonna see how it works with the those vacuum sealed bags as well. So yeah, but I'll show you what I normally put my clothes in. I normally put my clothes in this big, huge duffel bag. All those clothes I would have put in here. And this is it. When you lift it up, it folds in on itself like this, and it's just big, huge, and bulky. But this is nice. It's compact. It is a rectangle. I can, I know like it's going to fit in my truck really well and all that. And then it will be compact because I'll have Jen and Susie's luggage as well in my truck. But yeah, so far this has passed the first test. Can it hold all my stuff? Yes, it can hold all my stuff. It can hold 11 days worth of clothes, underwear, bathing suit, toiletries, shoes, things like that. Alright, so the next challenge for this suitcase is a carry-on. Keep that in mind. This is a carry-on. This is a 20-inch carry-on, and it held all that stuff. The next thing for this is, will it hold up traveling in the truck? Is it workable? Meaning, when I get to my location, can I work out of my suitcase easily? Can I, get to my stuff easily? Things like that. We're mainly going to be in Morehead City, but I'm going to take this to Kinston when I have to go to Kinston for the day. And I'm going to stop by my parents' house, and we're going to compare and contrast this with my mom's suitcase. Like I said before, she doesn't have this brand. She's got something similar to it. It's got the hard shell and everything. But we're going to compare and contrast other name brand luggages that are similar to this. But now we're also going to see if I can lift it off the bed. And see how heavy it really is. Alright, here we go. Oh my god. It's... I mean, it's got some weight to it, but it ain't hard to handle. Let me see. Oh yeah, that's easy. That's easy to handle. Look at that. Then you can do like that and it rolls. can roll it sideways. Here, I'll put it back here so you can roll it either way. It's, yeah, and you can also roll it like that if you really wanted to. But yeah, I mean, I can leave this thing one-handed with all that stuff in there. This is nice. I like it. So the next thing we're going to do a review on is this BAGSMART Tote, travel tote. You guys, I've not opened it yet. I've not looked at it. So yeah. Oh my god, it feels good. It's like that quilted stuff on it. It's like the quilted bag. You can see, you can kind of see how it's quilted. This is nice. It's soft and smooth. Wow. Oh wow, alright. Let me get the little thing out. This is neat. Oh cool, there's a section in here for your laptop. Here, I'll do like so you can see, kind of see inside of it. So here's the inside of it. And there's a section right here for your laptop. And there's a section right here, a zipper where you can put stuff in. They've got little things in here that you can put like, I don't know, any extra stuff that you need. And it's pretty big. It's deep and big. Like, I mean, it's nice. And then you got a pocket out here as well on the front that zips, and you got that pocket. I also like the fact there's two little places here you can put like water bottles and your Stanley cups. So they did send me a pink one, same exact thing, but on the back it's got a strap right here, right there, that you can put over the handles on the rolling suitcase, which is nice. So if you're in the airport, you can just stick the bag on there. But I can imagine you can kind of do the same thing with this. You can probably put the straps on it as well and roll around with it. Once we get this packed up, we'll test that and see if it will do that as well. So let's move to my desk and start packing this one up. Alright guys, so before we get started packing the green tote, here is the pink one. This actually came with the carry-on. I think it's a double deal thing. Like if you buy that, get this too. But like I said, see on the back it's got the holder where you can put it on the rolling suitcase. So I'll show you how that works real quick before we get to packing the other one. Alright, so here is the handle, and then the back of it just slides like this. So that way you can roll with it, which is really nice, and it stays on there pretty good. But let me see the green one. The green one doesn't have that on the back of it, but I guess you can keep you can do that as well if you wanted to. So mainly when I travel, I drive. I don't fly because I had a horrible flying experience one time. Now if I'm going to like somewhere out west, then I would fly, but just going back and forth to North Carolina, I'm gonna drive because it's only a 10-hour drive. My mom flies a lot, so I'm gonna give her that bag because hopefully it will fit on her other luggage. That's, like I said, it's not the same brand luggage, but it's close to it. So I'll give her that pink one and let her try that out and see if she likes it. And because like I said, it sits on your luggage, but for me, I don't fly and I really don't need that option. So yeah, so let's get to packing the green tote here at my wonderful desk. All right, welcome to the Waller Adventures desk. It is very, very unofficial, but it's, you know, it's where all the magic happens. Here is my normal Waller Adventures book bag that you've seen in multiple videos. Well, you've seen the straps on my shoulders in multiple videos. But yeah, I keep extra batteries in here. I keep extra, you know, cables. I keep extra things like this. This is to put on my truck. I also keep this in there. This holds all of my GoPro stuff. As you can see, I got 2 GoPros and there's a 360, and then I got all the batteries in here as well. This is my new microphones for the camera that I'm using. But yeah, it's got its own little bag. And then here's the bag for the camera that I'm using right now, the Pocket 3. I keep that in there as well. So I need all of this to fit in the green bag. It fits perfectly in there. And I'm also going to put my cards in here for my dad. Father's Day and his birthday. Sharpie and my highlighter for that paperwork. And it's got little pen holders in here too, so I'm gonna put them in the little pen holders. This thing here, I'm gonna put these chargers in here. We'll take that off right now. Close this up. I'm going to stick it in here. That fits really good. My koozies and my stickers. It also has a little thing here to put like your like a little like coin purse. So you can lock it in there. It's pretty neat. All right, so I took out these so you can actually see inside of it. So I've got all my chargers in this section right here. As you can see, it's a little mesh pocket. I got another thing there in that little pocket. There's my pens. And there's a little pocket that's free. But in this pocket, I got some chargers in that section. And then right there is where you put your laptop. But I got my folder in there and my cards in there. But yeah, and then in this little pocket is where I have all my chargers. My extra cables. And that fits pretty good. So yeah, this is pretty well. But I'll put this in here like that. Or I might actually can lay it down. I'll lay it down like this. And then I can put this one in here like so. And I can put my microphones there. So that's what it looks like with everything else in it. And the top zips up, and then like I said, I'm going to put that, and I'll fold it up and stick it right here on top. But yeah, this thing's really neat. Yeah, you can do that. If you get this one, that one would be a little easier to put through it, but I mean, it'll hold the handles too. Oh yeah, look at this is nice. See, I'm on carpet. It rolls really nice on carpet. Well, the wheels. The wheels will straighten up. That's the only issue. The wheels got straightened up. There you go. But yeah, it rolls really well on carpet. Let me see. Let me push it over here on the tile. It rolls really well on the tile, as you can see. But yeah, I mean, I would, like I said, I don't really fly, but if I flew, I mean, just going over to carpet from that was nice. If I flew, this would be my setup. 1000%. I wouldn't have to check anything on. This might be heavy enough to check on. I don't know. It might be too extended. I don't know. But yeah, if I was flying, this would be perfect. This is a perfect setup. Alright, so the next step is in the morning, I'm going to pack the truck up. We're going to head to North Carolina. So the next time we will see you, we will be in Morehead City, North Carolina. And we'll let you know how the bag held up and how this held up on the trip. Alright guys, we made it to Morehead City, North Carolina. You can see the majority of our stuff is wrapped up in trash bags because it rained from Orlando to St. Augustine. But as you can see, our bag made it through. It got a little bit wet, but that's alright because it's the hard shell. You can see the hard shell got some water back here. But yeah, but it held it pretty good. Alright, so it's been like a couple of days, I think 3 days that I've been working out of our luggage, the BAGSMART luggage. So far so good. Not having any issues. It's easy to work out of. It's big. So I've been just, getting my shorts out of here and some shirts. I do have my t-shirts over here on the in the little closet. I had them like hung up just to get some wrinkles out. But other than that, it's really nice. And it's lightweight because the Airbnb we're at doesn't have a luggage rack. So I've been putting it on the floor, and then when I need to get into it, I'll pick it up. But you can see it is lightweight to pick up. I'm not having any issues with that as well. So yeah, so far so good. This is great. Alright, so tomorrow I'm actually going to bring my bag and my green bag. I already gave my mom the pink one. She's been using it for, I think, a day or two now. And we're going to take this and my green one to Kinston. And we are going to compare our BAGSMART bag to her bag. She said it's kind of like an off-brand bag, but it's roughly the same as this. So we're going to compare and contrast it, the two. And I'm going to give y'all her thought on her pink bag as well. So we will see you tomorrow in Kinston, North Carolina. Alright guys, so we made it to Kinston. We're getting ready to take the luggage upstairs and the green bag, as you can see back here. And we're going to compare it to Darlene's bag. And I'm going to get her opinion on the bags as well. So she'll give you some good insight on that.
Okay, this is the bag that I purchased to take with me on a trip. And it did really good compared to my last bag. Of course, it's a carry-on size.
It's the same thing as that. That's the 20
inch.
Bag
Kayla received from
BAGSMART.
I can tell you this, pushing in the airport when I was going with this, it was a struggle. Because when you're pushing on some of the carpet, you can feel your handle wanting to move. So I'm going to try this out. But sometimes when you got to the carpet, it was a struggle. Same kind of struggle. Okay, so that's equal. Okay, now what I'm going to try is my bag. This is my bag that I had gotten from TJ Maxx. And it's a Steve Madden. And the reason I purchased this is because the strap comes off. You can do it on your shoulder. You can do a crossbody. Or you can crisscross it and use it as a backpack, which I liked. I love the backpack. Because a lot of times you needed an extra free hand. What I didn't like about it when you slid it on here, it would slide down like that sometimes. Or it would flip around and be down like that, which I guess is okay. But that was the part I didn't like. But I did like the fact that the strap come undone and it crisscrossed here and it had a backpack. So and it is for a computer bag, but only has like one pocket over there and two over there. But it was very small. And of course it has that little convenience for your passport, and it's got that for your chapstick and stuff. So it was a nice bag. This is the bag that Kayla received. And of course it's got a bigger pocket in the front, bigger than that. And it has the water bottle, which my friend had a water bottle holder, and you see I don't. So that's one thing I didn't like about it. It didn't have a water bottle holder. But one thing it did have, it had these zippers on both sides, and you could put your hand in here to keep your hands warm. Or a pocket on each side. It does not go all the way through. So that was different, but it did not have a water bottle.
You can see on mine, I got my water bottle in there. I had my other one in there, but it's in the truck.
Yeah. So, and then inside here, this also has a place where you can put a bottle on both sides or anything, but it's round so you can put a bottle. Of course, you got your computer thing, which I always take mine. You got places with pens, which I don't know if you can take a pen on the airplane.
I did that on, well.
And then you have this pouch. So it has more pouches on the inside, which I do like tremendously. it'd be really nice if it had where you could because right now the only way you can take it is up here. And you know, in an airport, what's going to happen? It keeps doing that. But when it's crossed over like this, I didn't have to worry about it falling off. And then when I got real hurry, I could put it in a backpack and put it on my back and have my other hands free. So if we had a either a crossover or a backpack would be great. But this I think I'm gonna love a lot better because once you do it, it's not falling off. Because you know this did. So let's look at the inside of the luggage. That's what I'm most excited about because I use packing cubes when I travel. So we're going to see what the inside of this looks like compared to the inside of the other.
It's on the area.
Okay. Let's open this one. Of course, I don't have anything in this one now. But they both have expandables, which is good. Now, what I did like about this, it had the zipper pouch here. So that way, if and when you had to open your luggage at the airport, things have a tendency to fall out through here. But I kept my packing cube, which was good. So I like the fact that I could zip that up. I didn't really use that or that zipper at all, and I definitely did not use that. But I did use this for my packing cube. Let's see what you got, Kayla. So you got the nice thing that holds your clothes in.
I have my shoes in that
Right. Which I like that. It's really not that big, but
I mean, I put those
like the
shoes
way
and
it feels.
2 sandals in that pack.
yeah.
I like this how this is more tight looking than how that is.
Yeah, this is a heavy duty, more heavy duty than that. And then your straps do this way. So I guess it would keep it from falling out because mine fell out through the side. But if you got a packing cube, it wouldn't fall out at all. So is that what this? Let me see what this looks like.
I got the thing on the bottom, yeah.
So this has this, so that would keep that from happening. So if you
Yeah.
really, if you pack like you were supposed to,
Well, I had more clothes in there, and it wasn't going to fit on top of it, so I just put it on the bottom. But if you don't have a lot of clothes in there, that would hold it down a little better, and you could do it that way.
Then your clothes wouldn't fall out, which is perfect.
Because in there, I keep my shampoo. I've been keeping my travel shampoos, and in there, I got like my bras and stuff in that section.
It's waterproof.
Yeah, that's why I kept all that, just in case something exploded.
Very
Because
waterproof.
that one doesn't have that.
Because every time I travel, I put my aerosol hairspray in a Ziploc bag because I had one spray the whole can in my luggage one time. Evidently it wasn't.
But yeah, I like that. And then I like the fact that it's got the lock on the side on that one.
Oh yeah. This one has a lock on the side, which is nice. And it doesn't stick out and gets beat up like, because you know the airlines are terrible on luggage. Let me zip your expandable up because we don't need to expand. See, mine didn't have a lock, and there were some that had locks, and I chose not to get it because, you know as well as I know, locks hanging off on the side is going to get broken off. When I zip my luggage up, I try to zip it at the bottom here because the wheels will protect that getting broken off because I've had that broken off traveling before too. I've had a wheel broken off. But I do like the fact that this one, you have to lift up this, you got the second handle to help you hoist it up.
Yeah, and it's really lightweight. Like I lifted it with the one hand upstairs coming in the house. That one's a little taller.
Yeah, I like the size of this because, you know, you're traveling.
Well, that one's supposed to be a carry-on.
This is what this is too.
This is 20 inches. I don't know how much that one is.
I think this was 22 or something like that. Hey, traveling's rough. Can be.
Alright, so the website, you can get your own like packing blocks. But I already had my own packing blocks, so we're going to stick them in the luggage and see what we can do with it.
I've used them every time I go on a trip, and you can get so many things. And usually I have several cubes, and I'll do like underwear and bras in one, and then clothes in the other, and just figure out what I want. So I'm gonna put all of Kayla's bathing suits in this one, and you'd be surprised how much you can get in here. Which the website, they do have packing cubes, which I would love. Normally you fold things up, but I'm just not going to fold them up. I'm just going to show you that I've got
And all those my fishing shirts.
4 fishing shirts and 2 bathing suits in here, and look how much room I have. I still have room. What else you got in here, Kayla?
Those are my shorts and then
Shorts. Another pair of shorts. And this is not even full. And I'm just going to zip it up and show you that you still got room for it. And then it just pops right in here. Let me just show you this. So neatly. And the ones that they have, this website fits in the suitcase. It shows you what blocks fit in what suitcase. So, you know, I would definitely use these cubes because it helps you keep it organized, number one, and then it keeps it, when it does fall out, the whole thing's not falling out. It's just a cube.
All right, so I'm gonna put the rest of my clothes in the packing cubes, and then we will test them out on how it handles going to our next stop, which is Alabama. And so we're gonna head on out in the morning, and I'll let you know how the packing cubes held up during that, well, I think it's like a 9.5 hour drive from Morehead City to Gadsden, Alabama. So we'll see you tomorrow when we get to Alabama. So we have made it to Alabama. The suitcase held up really good in the back of the truck. I got my little cubby thingies, or little container thingies, put my clothes in, and they worked really well in my suitcase. I got underwear in that one. I've got t-shirts in this blue one, and I got shorts in this one. They all just fit in here perfectly, like so. And then the t-shirt one just kind of sat on top, and I was able to close it and shut it. And I still have my shoes, toiletry bag, and this side as well. So I'm gonna have some underwear left over, might have some shorts left over, might have a t-shirt or two left over, but I do have a dirty clothes bag over here. This one right here, I'm going to see if I can kind of smush it up and see if it will fit in here as well. Hopefully it will. It ought to. So yeah. Yeah, so here's a more up close look. So I had that there, and I had my underwear there, then I have my t-shirt bag on top, and it closed really well. But you can see how they fit in here perfectly, and everything's organized and whatnot. So yeah, they work out really well. Alright guys, so our next stop is Orlando. We'll be back home, and today is Saturday, so Sunday, so we're leaving Monday. So once we get back to Orlando, I'll let you know how the bag held, that big huge dirty clothes bag, and I'll give you my final review. So we'll see you then. Alright guys, we made it back to good old hot and humid Orlando, Florida. Alright, so to give you a recap on the Getaway Luggage and the PAZ Tote, we took it on a 11-day trip. We started in Orlando, Florida, and drove about 10.5 hours to Morehead City, North Carolina. Then we made a little pit stop to Kinston, North Carolina, and we compared the BAGSMART one to my mom's luggage that she has. And I also picked up the organizers that I had to test out in our Getaway Luggage. Then went back to Morehead City. Then from Morehead City, we went to technically Glencoe, Alabama, and tested out the organizers in our luggage. And then from there, we came back to Orlando, Florida. So here is my final review on the luggage and the tote. Some of this might be repetitive, but like I said, this is my final review. So we're going to start off with the tote first. All right, so when it comes to the tote, I love it. It is really comfortable. And what I mean by comfortable, I mean when you put it on your arm, the bag is really comfortable. The material that it's made out of, it makes it comfortable. It's kind of like a quilt kind of fabric, like with the puffiness to it. And it fits under my arm pretty well. Like my mom said, you know, she'd rather have a book bag, and they do sell a book bag, but she'd rather have a book bag so it doesn't slide on and off her arm. But to me, it doesn't bother me because I'll walk like this. I'll sit here and hold it like this. But it is comfortable under my arm. I've got a lot of room. I think it's a 20 liter bag, so you can stuff a lot in here. You can put your laptop in here, or like your little like your tablet or Kindle, things like that. And I've got room in here for my chargers. I got room in here to hold all my filming equipment, cables, anything I need. In the front, I put like my koozies and my stickers. And it's got two things on the side for your drink, which I really love. And I also like the fact that it zips at the top. So if I'm like, oh no, oh crap, my bag fell, nothing's going to fly out of it, which is really nice. Because I have like little intricate pieces of filming equipment, like SD cards and like chargers, and I'm not worried about my stuff flying out when it's zipped up. So all in all, I'm going to be using this a lot. It's not going to replace my Adventures book bag. You've seen me wear that a couple of times in some videos. You'll see the straps of it. But I'll probably use that for like day adventures, like if I'm just going to go right up the road and film something for you guys. But if I'm traveling to North Carolina or traveling anywhere else, I'll probably use this instead to hold all my filming equipment. Because like I said, it's pretty deeper, and I can actually, I mean, it's more of a traveling type bag, and I like it. I really do like it. All right, so if you're interested in purchasing this or anything in the PAZ collection, I'll put a link in the description below. You can click on that and use the promo code WalletLife10, and you can get 10% off on your purchase on the PAZ collection. Like I said, it is totally worth it, and I do love it, and I will be using it a lot. So here's my final review on the Getaway Luggage. So long story short, back when Epic Universe, before it opened, Universal gave all of the team members tickets to go see, Epic before anyone else did. And they also gave us family tickets. So my mom and dad came and visit for a long weekend to go to Epic with me. And my mom shows up with the luggage that you saw earlier. And I was like, oh my God, I like that luggage. It's small, compact, and and it's, lightweight. And I said, but I really I don't really travel a lot to use it. Like I would use it for like airplanes and stuff. And she said, well, I love it. She said, I have my clothes and your dad's clothes in here. And she said, I have the little organizer. She said, I bought you and your dad some organizers too. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And she was like, I still need a website where I got it from. Well, I never really looked into it. Then BAGSMART actually reached out to me, and they wanted me to review the luggage. And when I looked at it, I was like, oh my God, it looks like the same luggage that my mom has. And I was like, yeah, I'll review it. And I love it. It is really cool. Like I said, it is really compact. It is easy to carry. Like even when I had 11 days worth of clothes in it, when I went to Kinston and I had to haul my bag up to the second floor, I literally just whoop and went upstairs with it, and there wasn't none of this going on. There wasn't none of this going on. It was just picked it right up. And it also has like another handle on the side of it, and that helped a lot too. But it is nice, compact. It is 20 inches. I'm not 1,000% sure, but I can't remember the dimensions for like your for carry-ons. I'm not 100% sure. I know my mom because her and her friend came back to Florida to visit, and she used that luggage again, and I think she checked it on. I can't remember, but you can take this as a carry-on. I think you can because it's 20 inches, but you might want to check with your with the website on, you know, like if you're flying with like Southwest or something, just double check and make sure. But yeah, but it's easy. It rolls really nice. I love it, and I also love how on the side you can lock everything. That comes in handy, especially if you're flying. So I'm gonna open it back up for you, so you can see, like, you know, what it looks like inside again. As a recap, I had my bras in here, then I had all my showering stuff in here, and then in this compartment I had my toiletry bag and I had my shoes in here. The toiletry bag is still in there, and it fit perfectly, no issues on that. Also on this side, that's where I have my clothes, and I got my clothes bag, and I got the organizers in here as well. Yeah, so all in all, I will definitely be using this on my travels for sure. I do know when I go home in December for Christmas, I am going to have to bring my duffel bag, because I bring all my thick sweatshirts and my cowboy boots and my big huge like winter shoes, and I'll probably put like my flannels and my other long sleeve t-shirts and my jeans in this bag. But if I'm going somewhere for the summer, this holds all my stuff. It is nice. If I'm going to, like, just say if I'm going to St. Augustine for the weekend, I would definitely bring this with me. Or if I'm going to like Tampa or something for like the night or a night or two, then yeah, I'll definitely for sure bring this. But it is awesome. I love this. I highly recommend it. So if you're interested in purchasing your very own Getaway Luggage, I'll put a link in the description below. And if you use the promo code WalletLife, you'll get 10% off on your purchase. So go get yours today, and you'll love it just like as much as I did. All right, guys, so I hope you enjoyed our review on the Getaway Luggage and the PAZ Tote. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you all would greatly appreciate it. If you're not, hit that subscribe button. It helps our channel grow. We're also on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And below this video, you can get some of our Wild Adventures merch. If you go to the link in the description to the merch shop itself, you can get some cool stuff like this thermos. You can get some cool t-shirts. You can get some cool hats and other stuff. And if you go to Facebook, you can send us a message, get your very own Wild Adventures koozie or holographic sticker like this one. So thanks for watching. See you soon. Hey guys, it's me again. If you want to subscribe to your channel, click over here. If you want to check out some more videos, click down there. If you want to check out our cool merch shop, go to the description below and click the link. Thanks for watching. See you on the next video.